Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic with my Jedi Knight, Sogohi. And before we get started, there is some important stuff you need to know. First of all, about 20-25 minutes of this entire recording session is after commentary. I am doing this after I recorded the video because me, being an idiot, somehow managed to switch off my microphone by flipping the mute switch on it, and you can't hear anything I say for a good portion of this, which is an absolute pain in the ass. And as a result, I'm having to do it like this, which I'm not fine with, because of the fact that this is going to mean that my commentary isn't going to be as good and all of that. In any case, we'd better get started with actually saying things that are relevant. Last time we left off, I sort of made a deal with Watcher 1, that Imperial agent, and he told me about a Sith attack on some civilian settlement, and we're here to stop it. So I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Welcome, Master Jedi. How did our humble settlement earn this honor? Do you need food or water? Anything we have is yours.
You're about to be under attack by the Sith and all that?
The Sith want you all dead. I'm here to defend you.
Sith? But why us? We haven't done anything.
Since when do Sith need a reason to kill people?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with
I'm not
Kira.
prepared for this.
Not like I usually don't. And I do like the music here. It's
Then you
very
should
awesome.
not have come back to a world that is not yours.
You're a bitch, by the way. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before.
belongs to the Sith
You
Empire,
are
now and
a
forever.
bitch.
Even my beasts understand that.
And you're an ignorant fool, as I think I say here. In slightly less words, and while explaining that we have little patience for people like her, I believe. Talking, please.
Your knowledge is woefully incomplete.
Before you die, satisfy my curiosity. My mission was secret. How did you know about it?
No, we won't be satisfying her curiosity, though I can't remember exactly what I
I'm
said.
not here to satisfy you.
But you will. One way or another.
I'll inform Darth Angral of the security breach. But first things first. My pets are ready to play. Are you?
Yes, I think we are. And this Sith is clearly an imbecile if she thinks she can stand up to us. Which I do believe I prove in this battle. And I am pretty damn happy about that. I'm afraid I'm starting to slow down my words because I'm getting a little thirsty, but I can't afford to stop. And let's do that. I want to be able to actually hear myself when this comes up, so I lower the volume. Let's kill these things already. I'm not even gonna try to pretend this isn't post-commentary because I am awful at commentating on pre-recorded video, as you can probably tell. And of course, we got a little banged up in that fight, so I need to heal myself. Not altogether unsurprising. I may enjoy this game, and I may love playing it, but I am in no way good at it. And let's go talk.
I haven't encountered a creature yet that could stop me.
You should feel honored to die at my hand.
You think you're actually going to kill me? How about I blindfold myself and not use one of my sabers to handicap myself? Then maybe you'd stand a snowball's chance in hell. Actually, no. Not even then. really is quite pathetic, despite the fact that we're taking a decent amount of damage. Actually, no, we're not. Now we are, I guess, because Kira went down. See, this is why I hate doing post-commentary. I'm bad at it and can never think of things to say, and I always pause for excessively long. And you're back up now, Kira, so let's heal ourselves. Or let's have me heal us. Seeing as you can't do the meditation healing thing. And I do believe I'm looking at my graphic settings for some reason or other. I don't remember why. I think I wanted to make sure everything was on the highest settings. Because of something I did in the menus or other. I don't really remember. But yeah, I have everything on Ultra at this point, which is nice, I guess. Anyway, time to talk to this dude.
That Sith and her beast. If you hadn't been here, they'd have torn us to pieces. Our settlement is new. We have fresh supplies. Please, take some.
And of course we refuse on account of the fact that we can't accept supplies from someone whose life we just saved. And I explained that in more detail, but I can't remember exactly what I said now, so you'll just have to take my word for it.
Your safety is all the reward I need.
My parents told me stories of the Jedi when I was a boy. Now I know they're true.
Yeah, of
Glad
course.
we did this, but we need to wipe that smug grin off Watcher One's face, shall we?
Yes, we shall. And of course, despite that, Sogohi isn't exactly your typical Jedi. And I'm reiterating myself a little bit here, which is one of the pain-in-the-ass things with after commentary. Anyhow, we're not exactly your typical Jedi. Like, if you remember back in the early days of this Let's Play, when I was doing that thing, I don't remember exactly what it was. Oh yeah, it was a quest on Typhon, the original planet we started on, where we were basically assigned... We were basically asked by a couple of masters to look into their students, because they thought they might be, air quotations, embracing their passions. In other words, in a romantic relationship. And we found out they were, and lied to help those two cover it up. Which is not something that your typical Jedi would have done. Like, most Jedi, if they found themselves in that situation, would have likely been more along the lines of something like, oh, they are breaking the code, they are wrong, I must turn them into the masters. Unlike Sogohi, who was just basically cool with it, because he doesn't think the Jedi idea of love is really all that hot. In all honesty, he kind of thinks it's bullshit. And of course, he is a bit of a womanizer, as you remember with, I can't remember her name, that girl who took over the Twi'lek tribe on, God, on the original planet, whose name I just said and have now forgotten. Anyways, we kind of slept with her, if you remember. So, obviously, we're not in much of a position to tell people to break off romantic relationships. That, and he's kind of crushing on Kira right now, as I think I expressed at several points in the video, including in the recording, rather. Including at one point after which I've got my microphone back on, which means you'll actually be able to hear me talk about that, which will be nice. God, I hate doing after commentary. It is such a pain in the ass. In any case, speeders. Yes, that's the other thing I mentioned here. Speeders in this game are excellent. They're literally a requirement because of how spread out everything is. That's one thing I hate, the spread out nature of this game, and how everything is all over the place.
I'm back.
I like the story and everything, but the spread out nature is really annoying. And this area is the one where I didn't remember what the quest was, but it's the one that is for that guy at the camp who asked me to get the supplies, and one of his officers basically told us that she suspected foul play, and he'd been cutting supplies and stuff, and ordering wine and things with ration money and what have you. And we were supposed to check something out in this area with a camera, but I didn't remember that. And I just grabbed these, basically, and then died because I wasn't paying attention. Kira got killed, and we couldn't take all these things at once. So, while that's annoying, it turns out to not be as relevant as you might think, as you're going to see later in this recording. I think it's, yeah, sometime in the last video or the next to last, you will get an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, we die, and I didn't really want to bother with medical probes, so I go back to the base camp and sell stuff and repair stuff. Though the fact that I didn't go through with using one of those probes turned out to be a good thing in the end. You'll see what I mean later on. So, sell and repair. Not in that order, I don't think. So yeah, and here we're basically selling a bunch of our useless crap. Things that aren't as good as what I'm wearing right now, which we could use the money for instead. And we're selling some companion stuff from that we got for Kira and T3, which I assume was that we got the upgrades for and gave them to those two. But if we didn't, then I'll obviously be pissed at myself for doing something so dumb. Which I would not be surprised if that were the case, honestly, because I do dumb things like that a lot, as anybody who knows me could tell you. And checking the mail to find absolutely nothing there. And yeah, this is the point where I realized what that quest was.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing.
I went through a bit of the conversation, then realized what the quest was and exited out. Because I didn't want to turn it in. And I thought I'd find my way back to the area and incriminate this guy, but that didn't end up happening.
No number of beasts could have kept me from aiding these men.
And yeah, we ended up finding the supplies, like I tell him, but then we exit out of the conversation, so that technically never happened. See, like that, because I was just going, oh yeah, this is the guy who we thought was basically using his money that was for his men to buy fancy shit for him, and maybe his officers, and we were supposed to take some camera footage of proving that with engines and what have you, so I should probably go back there later, which I thought I'd do, but like I said, that ended up not happening. And now we are taking the shuttle to the area near where the main quest is, because I want to continue on with that. That is after I mumble and look around to try and see what I'm supposed to do a bit.
Being safe out there.
So yeah, now we're on our way to continue the main quest by hunting down Watcher 1. I'm really not sure what I was saying during this point, which is why I'm being silent, I'm afraid. And I actually don't realize that my microphone is off during this video. It'll be during the next one that I figure that out, and I don't remember how long down the line it is, but I don't believe it was too far into the video. A minute or so at most, I would say. But yes, getting codec entries. And I originally said I was going to read the relevant ones, but that ended up not happening, if you remember.